Okay, so I have a bent fork here. Just got done having lunch, and this happens to be the one I grabbed out of the silverware drawer. And as you can see, it is bent in many ways. This one down here at the bottom, it's got a whole different kind of bend to it than the other ones. And you know when you take a bite of food, it just doesn't seem right. So we're going to fix this fork. Okay, to make a long story short, here's the result. Looks pretty straight. Give you an angle like this. Looks pretty good. I mean, it only has to be so good. Good enough that you don't notice it's bent. That looks good to me. A little tiny bit of a bump there, but you know, when you're using it, which I did, it's just fine. Thanks. Here we go. Okay, we got the vise. We got a couple of wood scraps and the fork. And the idea is we're going to put the round one about here and this on the back. Crank it down. Okay, so what you want to do is kind of pick one that looks pretty much like to use as the reference. You know, this second one in from the left looked pretty straight. You know, just kind of eyeballing it straight with the fork handle. So I'm just going to try and get that big bump out of there just using a small socket. This happens to be a 6mm, and I'll slide it over, kind of bend this guy right there. Pretty good. Yeah, took out the bump down here. Now I gotta, I think what we might need to do is put something in the back here to push against. Well, I just lowered the fork down in there slightly. Straighten her up a little bit. Looks pretty good. So now when I bend it back this way, about here, gently, almost. I would say that one looks pretty good. Okay, let's go for this next one here. Yeah, pretty good. Line these guys up. And this last one needs to be bent a bit out towards the left and back. It's kind of eyeballing, went too far. It's kind of doing this by eye. This one needs to go back a tad. How these forks get bent, I have no idea. Of course, we did have a grandkid around for a while. Might have something to do it. Okay. That's pretty darn good, I'm going to say. Look at it from this angle. You know, there's a bit of a bump here. I'm going to try and take that out. Oh, losing ground. Hang on. Okay, adjusted the fork so it was up a little higher. Way down in there, bend this guy back a tad again. All right. Now what we want to do is lower it. Okay, lowered it down a couple millimeters. Put the more. That is pretty good. A little bit more, just a tad. Too much. Well, that is highly improved. Just looking down the line, if you can see it. Yeah, you can see that's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. I don't know. Maybe just a tiny bit on this one. Maybe a tiny bit. Okay, take it out. See how it looks. Oh, this one kind of sprung back on me. Okay, still work to do. New approach. A little 5-pound sledge, a couple pieces of wood. Straighten this guy a little bit. Oh, that worked really good. Still got a little bit of a bump right there. Pretty good. All right, I'm gonna call that pretty good. So, like I said, okay, there it is. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it just a tiny bit more. Okay, well, it appears that I can kind of tweak this thing by hand. I just kind of put 2 thumbs on it. Move it back a little bit. It's kind of bendable. All right. That is so much better than it was before. Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you later.